the Together Alliance's next march against the far right. Lots of celebrities endorsed it. Some of our favourites, like Paloma Faith and Kneecap.
Yeah.
And
some of the great thinkers of our time.
Napalm Death signed the...
Those famous peace sticks. Napalm Death.
When people say like, oh, the NHS is stressed because there are too many people, well, they're not saying that like, you know, immigrants go to hell. It's just a basic of supply and demand, right? If you have too much demand for not enough supply, you're going to have to ration things, and things are going to get a poorer quality for the native population. It's just a fact. But these are people that I think, as far as I'm concerned, have never really demonstrated any degree of critical thinking. Certainly not Paloma Faith, who also happens to have a mansion in California, so I'm sure that helps.
Wanting some sort of immigration control is far right. Voting reform is far right. But saying up Hamas, up Hezbollah, that's fine.
This is the thing. I mean, you feel like you're repeating yourself all of the time, but if Nigel Farage or anyone in and around Reform had ever done anything close to appearing on stage as Kneecap did, waving the flags and shouting the slogans of anti-Semitic terror armies, if you could even think of what the kind of parallel would possibly be on the Reform side of the equation, they rightly would be hauled over the coals for it, and rightly would be nowhere electorally. And I think that's what's so fascinating about how explicit all of this is now. I mean, in that statement this group first came out with, they said for the first time in British history, a far-right party is topping the polls, by which they mean Reform. They didn't name them explicitly, possibly because they had a lawyer go over it first. But this is also part of a development we've touched on already, but has become very clear over the past decade, which is that supposed anti-racism and anti-fascism is basically now just a cover for kind of anti-majoritarianism, for anti-democracy. The supposed cordon sanitaire these people want to erect around certain parties which are supposedly beyond the pale are not fascist or far-right ones, or they're the ones that reflect essentially the majority view of the nation.